the bins and, unfortunately, the streets. Local authorities employ over 300 full or part-time litter wardens, as well as keeping the country clean by picking up refuse for landfill and recycling. They encourage people not to litter in the first place through awareness campaigns and special projects, and they encourage people to recycle as much as possible.
My name is Sandra Smith and I'm the Environmental Awareness Officer with Dublin City Council. The role of the Environmental Awareness Officer is varied and includes many functions, including promoting recycling and recycling infrastructure in an area. In Ireland, there are over 1,800 Bring Bank locations and over 80 recycling centres in operation. At this facility, we take textiles, household hazardous waste, glass, and we take dry recyclables, your cans, your paper, your Tetra Pak, cardboard, and your plastic bottles. The textiles from this facility are exported for rewear in developing countries. Dry recyclables are sorted and separated. They are then baled for sale in Europe and Asia. We are currently operating at a recycling rate of 30%. This has resulted in material being diverted from landfill. It has increased the recycling rate and it has also contributed to the ongoing improvement of waste management in the city.
Of course, landfill sites can't be completely avoided, but that doesn't mean that they can't be put to good use either. Carlow Town Council took an innovative approach to refuse and created a town park.
My name is Michael Keating, a head gardener with Carlow Town Council. We're here in Carlow Town Park, which was a landfill site up to the 1970s. After that, it was loosely configured as an open space area. The new town park was opened in 2003. Since then, it's been a huge success. There's a safe and secure children's playground and plenty of central open space. In 2004, it won the National Tidy Towns Waterside Award, and we haven't looked back since.
Back in our town, day is turning to evening. As people finish work and start to head home, one of the biggest services provided by local authorities now comes into play, where people live. Local authorities provide a range of accommodation services from social and affordable housing to grants, renovations and special accommodations.
I'm Michael Ford. I'm a Housing Estate Liaison Officer employed with Galway City Council. Galway City Council provides over 1,800 properties in social and affordable housing, and a big part of my role is providing post and pre-tenancy training for those tenants coming into local authority housing. And my role is to assist them form committees to deliver projects funded by the government, which allows them to have an integral part in running their estates and the community development aspect of that.
But it doesn't just end there. Local authorities also provide loans and several types of grants for central heating or improving homes. And they offer housing alternatives to minority groups such as the travelling community.
My name is Padraig Ryan and I'm a Senior Social Worker with the Housing Department of North Tipperary County Council. The Council has provided 86 units of standard and group housing to the travelling community of North Tipperary.
Is it up from the school? Or
Here in Ballyvolane, we've provided an integrated site to meet the needs of the travelling community. There are similar sites in Ashbury and Parkmore in Rossgrey. Working in partnership, the travellers and the local authority have successfully set about preserving the lifestyle of the travelling community.
Of course, the most important aspect of all this is providing a quality of life for people, young and old, natives and newcomers, able-bodied and people with disabilities. Local authorities recognise arts, culture and sports as vital components of a good quality of life. They sponsor festivals, awards and special events to promote community, diversity and multiculturalism. They also fund museums, theatres and galleries and provide studio space for artists. Through grant aid, they help professional, amateur and community organisations put on thousands of shows every year. The focus for much of this cultural and multicultural activity is the local library.
I'm Lorraine Tracy, a staff officer in Thurles Library. In recent years, the library has taken on a new lease of life. These days, it's not just about borrowing books. We offer language classes, citizens information, computer services and a range of other services. Here in Tipperary, the library is part of a new development that includes a swimming pool, community theatre and an exhibition space. The building known as The Source is a terrific platform for schools, colleges and local groups. Through the libraries, we offer all sorts of community events. Traditionally, libraries may be quiet places, but these days there's plenty to shout about.
Ireland has changed beyond recognition in recent years. Across the country, growth has occurred on a massive scale. We've seen new towns build up, new estates come into being, new communities form. Local authorities play a proactive role in the planning and development of sustainable communities across the country, whether it's a regeneration plan for an existing neighbourhood or the zoning of a greenfield site. If you need to find out more about services or events in your area, there are several ways you can contact your local authority. Over the counter, over the phone, online, and through your councillor.
How's it going? Just inquiring about going for a house.
Increasingly, services are provided locally, in area offices as close to the public as possible.
Thanks very much. Yeah,
Thank you. You're welcome. See you now.
Good afternoon, Dublin City Council.
Recent streamlining and improvements mean that frontline staff are trained to field queries across a range of areas, be it housing, roads, water or other community services.
May I help you with something else? Okay, thank you very much for calling. Bye.
Each local authority has its own website with hundreds of additional links to further information about events and services. In fact, today there are lots of things you can do online, like buy your bin tags, pay your motor tax, check the status of planning applications, locate your nearest spring bank, swimming pool or disabled parking space, find out about workshops, events, classes and even traffic updates. Of course, one of the best ways you can interact with your local authority is to use your vote to elect your local councillors. Councillors are your voice inside your local authority. They raise your concerns, develop policy and authorise spending. As the sun sets on our town and similar towns and cities across the country, the work of local authorities doesn't stop. Public streetlights flicker on, dispelling darkness and enhancing road safety. Litter collection and road maintenance take advantage of quiet streets. Night buses transport the homeless to sheltered accommodation. As this day ends, you know that every day you work and live in a community powered by your local authority.